Buenos dias, señor.
I don't know what the fuck I just said, but buenos noches.
Buenas noches means good evening.
Good evening, motherfuckers. Welcome to the motherfucking world of the Black Table with your host, me, myself, the Lion King. And let me get my ass set up here. Me, myself, the Lion King, and my wonderful lady, Miss Cedar. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Hello, everybody.
We gonna start this shit off right.
I missed
What
y'all
the
last
fuck
week.
did you do on vacation?
What did I do on vacation?
Yeah, I want to
I
know. I want to know if you kept yourself saved on this fucking vacation and shit, or was you out
I
here acting a heathen?
I ate the food too. I took my mother on a vacation. My mother got out the house for the first time after a year and a half, and we went to the beach, and we had a ball.
Don't listen. I'm trying to tell you right now. Don't
Trying to,
be
I'm
out
trying to,
here.
I'm trying
Don't
to
be
hold it
out
in.
here. Don't be out here having my woman out here moving too fast. You understand what I'm telling you? You know, don't. That's what I really want. I don't give a fuck what you did this weekend. What the fuck did my woman do this weekend? Was she out there clowning this weekend? Tell me
She,
now.
she had
Speak
a ball.
now or forever hold your goddamn peace. I
She
need to know.
Hush. Let me talk. She was being pampered. And let's put it this way. When I say she had a ball and a blast, she got to see people she hadn't seen in a while, and they got to see her up and at it, like sitting in a chair because she has not been. She's been bedridden for the last year and a half. So to see my mama sitting up, smiling and laughing, I'm gonna send you the picture so you can be like, oh, that's my girl. Yes.
Y'all, I see y'all jumping into the stream. What's going on, y'all? What's
What up,
going on? Say what's
everybody?
up to me. Matter of fact,
Open it, open it,
I'm
open it. You gotta open it.
you want me to open up the live? You want me to open up the side?
You got to. I
All
got to see
right,
my
she
people.
telling me to open this up. If y'all niggas don't say hello to me the second I open this up, I better see some hellos. Now get
Somebody
it
say
popping.
hello. Come
Get
on,
it
say
popping right now. Somebody better
hit
say
me
something to
with
me.
your best
Real
shot.
fucking quick. And now don't hit me with no shots, nigga, because I fuck around,
Fire
get drunk. Be
away.
nasty by the end of the night, and then y'all be sitting up here talking about Russ. Why you do that? Why you do that? Why you got to be so nasty?
Y'all
I
got to hit
can't
me
help.
with your best hello or good evening. Come
All
on
right,
now.
what you know what to do? Go ahead and say hello to them. And there we go. There go Kendra. Hey,
Hey,
sweet pea.
Kendra.
There Kendra Poo Boo Boo is.
Thank you,
What's going
Kendra.
on, baby?
We got
Man,
some folks coming in. They coming in slowly but surely. We apologize about the delay. When you got something new that's coming up and popping, that's what happens, baby. They delay you, but it's okay. We here.
I want to apologize to everybody that was looking for us last week. You know, I got my people here. They decided they wanted to just go hit the fucking road and they
No,
wanted to
no.
fuck around and hit different states and shit and just be nasty as fuck across America. Yeah, your ass. I'm talking
Lies.
about your nasty ass. Don't be, don't be acting like your ass ain't nasty. I
But
know it.
y'all, let me tell y'all, it wasn't my fault that y'all didn't get him. Y'all didn't get him last week. Now stop lying.
Well,
And
no, I'm gonna keep it 100. I had a situation last week. I'm not gonna get into what the situation was. Hallelujah. But I had a little situation that sort of made me sit my ass down a little bit. You
let's
know,
say let's say you didn't sit your ass down. God set you down. So that's
I have
all.
been cussed out by more motherfuckers this week, telling me to chill,
Get
and
somewhere to sit
and
down.
I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate all the cussing out. You know, I understand that y'all telling me that because y'all love a nigga, so I don't have no problem with that. But I want to give a shout out to our other co-host, Miss Nikki. She went on vacation this last weekend, so we couldn't do the relationship. Well, I did the relationship group, but I just ran some clips and stuff. But man, let me start tonight off with this story, and I'm really praying for my brother. Right, my guy, his son was killed in Chicago a few years ago. So if you know anything about like the movements in Chicago, we got the Stop the Violence. We got I came up Black Lives Matter. We got all these different, little causes and stuff. So he was really putting himself into that situation, trying to
Mhm.
change situations and stuff like that, right?
Right, right.
Well, man, what a difference a day makes. My man, he moved down south, and this is the crazy part because I don't even when I watched the video, I didn't even know he was going nowhere. So when I watched the video, and y'all can see it on my personal page, I went and I was like, damn, what's going on, with my bro? And he was in this room, and I thought originally that he was talking to somebody that he knew, right?
Mhm.
And I thought he was in an apartment. But you know how things go nowadays. Niggas be taking phones into jail, right? So he got into an altercation, and the way that he's explaining this altercation is that some guys just walked up to him and started testing him. He said he tried to tell him, like, yo, I'm not the one you want to play with. So to make a long story short, it ended up with him getting locked up because he had attempt murder on his shit now.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So I sat there and watched like a 30-minute live that he did in the cell, and I was just like, damn, it's so fucked up how like our black community, because we got a
Right.
black male, and his story is like it's not like he has never been to jail. It ain't never like he ain't been in the streets and stuff. However, I really feel like he was trying to change his life around, right? I really feel like he was trying to do something different. And I believe in from listening to him in the live stream, he was saying that he moved down south for the change and to
Okay.
get down there and to have to immediately deal
With what
with
he dealt with.
having to defend yourself
Yeah.
and being in and he was in and this is the sad part because I was watching a live stream and you could tell his mind has not settled in on the situation because he
Right.
spoke about crying. He spoke about crying about this situation. Then he also spoke about um he's like, he feels like he should have done something a little more drastic in the situation. You know what I'm saying? But then also he feels remorseful to the guys. He also says like, yo, they didn't deserve everything that they got. And I just want to let people know this. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know that the person that you're considering to be the oddball, could be the person to change your life in an instant,
Right.
you know. And so, since this is a legal situation and I don't know the fullness of the
And don't
situation,
discuss it.
yeah, I'm just gonna ask that y'all, have a sympathetic heart, and just remember, my guy, in some type of, if you believe in prayer, if you don't, you know what I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. But if you do believe in prayer, just say a prayer for my guy, because that's got to be a hard thing, to lose your child, to uproot your life, to move from the city of Chicago, to move down south to an area that you're pretty much unfamiliar with, and to go out one day and to get into a situation where, and the way he describes it is, they was trying to test him and they was pressing him, but they
Right.
didn't know that he was not one to be fucked with. So just keep my guy lifted up. His name's Charlie Briggs. Charlie Biggs, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep want to say Briggs.
I don't know why
Charlie
you wanna say
Biggs.
Briggs.
Yeah, but say a prayer for him, because like I can't imagine just looking at his face, like watching the video, you saw so many different emotions. He laughed, he talked about crying. Then he had these moments where he was just staring off
Right.
into like the wilderness. And then the other half is he's in jail in an area that's unfamiliar to him. What up, Big Solomon? He's in jail on in an area that's unfamiliar to him. Solomon, you saw the video.
Hey,
I'm
John.
talking about the video, bro.
Hey,
Bro, that
John. Hey, Solomon. Mhm.
yeah. So Solomon saw the video. That's got to be a hard pill to swallow, to try to uproot your life, go somewhere else, and then
Right.
trouble follows you all the way down there. So I even say that in my own city. There's certain areas in my own city that I don't even like to go to. You know, it's if especially if it's at certain times of the night, certain days of the week. I don't want to be in those areas because I don't want nobody to, pull something out of me that I didn't had dormant for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something I didn't press down. And I spoke about that one day. People make decisions, but the decisions that you make, they can really transform your whole life. And and he said that in the video. He was like, 5 minutes changed my whole life.
Yeah,
Five,
Solomon said he won't feel in the video. He said he ain't feeling that video, bro.
Yeah, I get it, but shit. At the end of the day, my man's still in that situation though. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a tough one. It's a tough
And
one,
yeah,
And now not only is he concerned about the case because right now they have it at attempt murder, and he's hoping that they can get it down to aggravated assault, right? But he also has to deal with the people that are locked up with him.
yeah,
And he's already in the video. His mindset is already like, I'm ready to get at one of these niggas in here already because
right.
he's on the defensive about about his life and being in that situation. So I just hope that I'm not sitting up here telling nobody to feel no type of way about nothing. But what I am asking of those people that do have a sympathetic heart, uh, just to wish for the best because from the way he spoke in the video, he's looking at 20 years
So
for the
true,
attempt
Kendra.
murder.
Like Kendra say, leave folks alone because
Yeah.
you never know what someone is going through, and you really don't. You could put a smile on your face, but you would never know. And I'm gonna say this, and I can use myself as an example. Except for you, because I talk to you on a regular basis. I come on here every week. You would never know that I deal with having my mother doing her care, her health care, and everything by myself every day, 24/7. You would never know it because I keep a smile on my face.
Yeah. And guess what? Somebody told me this today. They was like, yo, Russ, they was like, you always seem to like keep a positive mindset. I'd be like, yeah, that's what y'all see. But y'all not with me when I'm in the bed by myself in the middle of the night, wondering how bills gonna get paid, wondering how this is gonna get done. So I understand what the public sees, but just because you see somebody doesn't mean that you know that person. You understand what I'm saying? Like you never know what somebody's pushing point is, you know,
That's
and
so true.
and I can only imagine losing a son to gun violence in the city of Chicago. I can only imagine saying like I want to go do something different and I want a different life. I can only imagine what that's like, right? I've never been through that. Now, have I ever had to go to a jail and wonder what was going to happen with me for that moment? Yeah, I've had to do that, but most of the times I had to go, it was some simple shit. Some simple shit. I got caught with some weed in the car. You know what I mean? License shit. But that shit that you can beat if you get a little money. But attempt murder. That's not something that
Yeah.
they already telling them it's 20 years. 20 years. Like think about that. 20 years. Whatever age you are right now, add 20 years onto that shit.
Mm.
And guess what? The thing is, and this will really make me feel bad for him because he ain't no spring chicken. It's a difference when they tell you to go do 20 years and you 20. When they tell you to go do 20 years and you damn near 40, what are you looking at as far as the rest of your life when you get
You
out?
ain't nothing.
What do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like what like it's amazing to me like when I see people like now they got phones in the jail, right? But think about before technology popped off the way it did and people would go do bids and then they would come back and say, "Yo, so much shit has changed. I don't even know how to operate
Yeah.
in the system of the change." So
Yeah.
I can only imagine being anywhere near 30 or above and getting hit with a 20-year sentence.
Your life is gone.
That's some whole different shit. I don't care how you look at it, or if you feel like he's guilty. I don't care how you look at that situation. But to know that much time could be passed on, and there's
Mhm.
nothing that you can do about it, but
Yes.
hope for the best. And
Mhm.
guess what? You're not in your home city. You don't have your natural backing.
Right.
That's got to be a different experience, bro. Because that's not like getting locked up and you're used to the city and you might know a couple niggas on the inside.
Right.
This is being
A whole nother
locked up
state.
and I don't know nobody.
Mhm.
That's a different experience. And that's some stuff that, Niggas might be acting like they big and bad and they tough out here, but put yourself in that situation and let me see how big and bad you are. I just want to see. I just want to see, can you handle that weight? You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, hey, Kanisha. Yeah,
Is that girl
welcome.
that caused all kind of other troubles, and she wasn't even trying to cause trouble, just talking the crazy shit she talk on the show? Is that Kanisha? That little motherfucker right there. All right. Y'all ready to get into tonight's clip? I don't give a fuck if you are or if you're not. If you're on this motherfucker right now, you're about to watch it. Now, usually this chick, I watch her, I've seen on some things in the past, and I sort of look at him like, but I wonder
Mm-hmm.
what y'all think about this right here. Let's listen. Let's listen real quick.
What do you want to say to that? Why? What happened?
Hey, I'm being myself. They all want me to start coming on my video.
Bring it to her restaurant, right? What?
You were telling me about that food trash.
So you hear him say that I need to be quiet because I'm all up in his silk. He's obviously being egged on by the adults, and that's really who I want to respond to because little RT is a child, and my heart breaks for him. Genuinely, I see a child that could have so much potential, and yet he is surrounded by monsters, people that know that they are not furthering his rap career. In fact, they are probably leading him down a path of harm. Obviously, if he cannot even read at the age of 9 years old, the future is not looking bright for him unless there is some sort of an extreme intervention, in which there should be. As a YouTube policy, if I misgender someone, I'm considered a danger to the YouTube community. My video will get taken down. But this 6 to 9 year old is allowed to have his video stay up. So to understand that he is basically talking about a presumably random woman who can't hang out with him unless she's willing to perform fellatio. This is a 9 year old, okay? And he is talking about his gun, and he is talking about having 100 rounds as he runs from the police. Totally YouTube content safe.
Okay.
Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about it. Now, usually this chick goes online, and I really just normally just go the
Yeah.
opposite direction of what she's talking about, right?
Right.
But I can't do shit but fucking give a dap on this one. Because at 9 years old, this is my problem. We watched the video of a 9-year-old rapping, talking about getting his dick sucked and all this other shit, right? The issue that I have is the adult that recorded his ass, right? The adult that recorded his ass,
Mm-hmm.
the adult that filmed this shit, and the fucking parents. That's a little nigga. If he walked up talking that shit to me, I tell you, I work in the school system, and there have been times where I've heard a little kid say some shit, and I'm like, I'm about to grab this little motherfucker by the neck. What's up, Miss Purnell? You know, I'm about to grab this motherfucker by the neck. I know that this nigga didn't just say that. I know that didn't come out of his mouth. And this little dude is just sitting up here wanting to get my dick sucked and fucking that stuff. Nigga, you 9 years old. You're 9 years old. Is your little dick even getting hard yet? Or are you
Yeah.
just spewing out the shit that's in your community that you're used to hearing?
He don't even have one. It's a gristle.
Listen, at 9 years old, I'm telling y'all, I lost my virginity at 9 years old. So I know what I'm talking about. At 9 years old, I didn't have a fucking pubic hair. At 9 years old, the old joke that Eddie Murphy told on the comedy skit, and he said, "That's not
Wrong.
it." That was me at 9 years old because I was so amazed that the girl was 13 and she had coochie hair that I was like, "This got to be it." I ain't never been in it. I ain't know what it was. So I'm rubbing up against the coochie, thinking that that's it at 9 years old because I'm only 9. I don't know shit at 9. I'm a fucking kid at 9. I should be innocent at 9.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be in a position where people that are older than me are recording me. So that guess what? I'm going to bet you little man ain't making no money off the video that they recorded.
Mm-mm.
And I'm
He's
gonna
not.
say that even if it was his pops that recorded, even if it was his father or he ain't getting hit that.
He ain't
He ain't
getting
getting
that.
hit with
His
that money.
daddy getting that money because he ain't old enough.
So
And
you'll
even
get paid to
Mhm.
exploit the fuck out this little kid.
Right. That's what a lot of. Okay, so excuse me. That's what a lot of child stars and stuff like that. That's why a lot of them don't have their money, and that's why a lot of them are druggies and all that. A lot of child stars didn't have. I mean, especially the black, some of the black ones, but a lot of the white ones, because their parents took their money and didn't really spend it on the kids. The kids didn't see their money. That's why a lot of them like, I'm broke. How you broke? That's why.
Arnold is the perfect example for
Yes.
anybody that's black that grew
Yes.
up between 1979 and now, right?
Yep.
Back in the day, Different Strokes was the wild biggest shit on the fucking TV.
Mm-hmm.
And because Arnold, guess what? Because Arnold was an anomaly, because he was a short person,
Right.
we watched him.
And we
But we
loved
sat there and watched every black person on that show, even including the white girl, because the girl that played the sister,
them.
she
Mm-hmm.
became a dope head. We
Mm-hmm.
all know Willis became a
Talking
dope
about
head
Willis.
and a fucking jailbird.
Yeah.
Then we had our fucking our main star, which was
That
motherfucking Arnold,
Manuel
became a dope
Lewis,
head.
all of them.
Was
Mm-hmm.
fucking with dope at a young age.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But it's like, and this little joker that you just showed, because I'm sitting here, I want to strangle the hell out of him. I'm gonna tell you now, because when he started, I said, I want to strangle him. I said, you was still on Similac. You ain't even got out the milk. You still breastfeeding. You need to get swim. Sit down. I bet you 5. He can't even the lyrics that he's saying, and we always say, them kids know them lyrics better than they do. They know they are their own damn ABCs. You repeating and regurgitating back what somebody done gave you. You can't even read and write, do reading and arithmetic. You can't even read and write your own freaking name properly. But yet and still you can't multiply, add, and divide and all that. But yet still you up here singing these lyrics, saying suck your dick and all this. And you ain't even got one. You barely got the skin it's in.
Listen,
Jesus.
listen.
These
Okay,
look. Oh Jesus. Okay.
okay. You just brought up a perfect segue because I wasn't gonna even play this clip. I looked at the clip and I said, "Am I gonna run this tonight?" But in conversation for where we are right
Hey
now,
Queen. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a school teacher
Yep.
that went to the school,
Mm.
and you know how the little kiddies is. They having fun. They can't wait to get into a little line and do some show and tell stuff, right? Let me ask you a question. What do you think the show and tell was? Eden, what do you think the show and tell was?
It depends on if it's a little black kid, a little white kid. The little kid probably got in one of their mama's drawers and brought it to the school, because I done started seeing
No,
it.
no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Let me take it off of show and tell because that ain't exactly what it is. Because
Okay.
they put these kids in a line.
Okay.
I'm just gonna play it, okay?
Okay, just
Because
play
I
it.
think that,
Yeah. Just play
and
it.
I want you to listen
Uh-uh.
to the adult at the end of this, and then tell me what you think. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What's your song?
I'm at town, still going around.
Ooh. Yeah.
Looking at my red light. No.
Go ahead.
He is trying to see me, and trying to see me, and he's trying to say what's up.
Go.
Downtown, going downtown. It's
Ooh, ooh. All right. To say, girl. Ooh. 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 That's all you know? Bye.
Oh, sing me your favorite song.
Ooh.
I say you look good out, no makeup, no lashes, even your wake up.
Ooh, for me. Ooh. Ooh.
Look at this little motherfucker.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Do y'all hear the teacher in the background? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. Hi. I'm here to clear some things up on my video that was posted on yesterday. For my negative people, I'm going to get to you. But first, I would love to congratulate all of my positive people that commented. You all were so kind. And I can tell you know how to read a room, and you definitely graduated high school. But let's jump right on into those people that were so negative and rude. It was a lot of concerns that you all had, and I'm here to address them. First question. Did I get consent? Is grass green?
Now, did you hear that? Did I get consent? Is grass green? So what she's saying is, I want y'all to listen to this. She's saying she got consent to do this in front of kids. Now, let's listen to the second question.
Second question. Did I teach my students this song? It's hell cold. Am I a bad teacher? Is Walmart still open 24 hours? Let's think about it.
I do believe they keep a Walmart open somewhere that's 24 hours. I do believe that, right? So if that is the question, if am I a bad teacher? Do they keep Walmart open 24 hours?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I just want you to think about what she's saying. Listen, here we go.
Should I be fired? It's Christmas tomorrow. Oh.
Should I be fired? It's Christmas tomorrow. This bitch said, no, I shouldn't be fired for fucking with y'all kids like this. Let's just keep going. That's good.
And last question. Does your principal know about this video? Are unicorns real? Let's think about it. Yeah, they are. But do you see how all those questions I asked you all were so irrelevant? The questions in the comments that you all posted up under my comments was so irrelevant to me. But I just want you all to have a blessed night. And for those of you all that's trying to see me and you trying to say what's up, ski.
Ski whoop her ass, Ski. Because if my child had been there and you had put my child on this and did, even though y'all don't care if my child knew, my child gonna know the ABCs. But the first time I see my child up on TikTok, Facebook, or anything else doing this mess and you thinking it's cute, yeah, I'm coming for your ass and I'm coming for your job.
Where did
You ain't like to say who ain't gonna have no job. You out of a job because you ain't gonna have no job when I finish with you. And when you say you got permission, when did you get permission? And what was the consent of what did you give to get the permission?
I'm gonna ask you one question. If you're a parent out there, listen to this question I'm about to ask Ida, have I ever said, yo, as a parent, you should know what the fuck is going on with your kid in school?
Have you ever said that?
Yeah, have I ever said that?
You ain't have to tell me because I already know what.
No, but I'm saying, have I ever said that on the show?
Yes, you should always know what's going on with your children.
You should know what the fuck is going on with your kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would be disgusted. Because let's just look at it this way. There are different kids in that classroom, but there are different lifestyles that those kids know from the lives that they live outside of that school. So we got some kids in there, their parents, they turn up with them like that, right? Some people ain't gonna see no problem with that fucking video.
Nope.
But let's think about the parent that does give a fuck about his kids or their kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they see that.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to the school
mm-hmm.
bitching about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't believe niggas should go into schools and kick shit off and be ready to fight.
Just like that teacher that came in there when she's supposed to be teaching world history and she had that flag up. Yeah, I'm exactly. That would be me. I'm that mama that be going there
exactly
asking questions later.
That's the exception to the rule.
Yeah, that's me.
Because guess what? If I'm not teaching my child that shit in the presence of my home, and I got different rules, and I come home and my kid is around there talking about my pussy pink, especially if I got a little girl. Think about this. If you got a little girl that can barely speak, because if you paid attention to them kids, they can barely fucking speak, but they know the words to these songs.
Mm-hmm.
So if I heard my little kid in the room, and they in that age, what was the oldest you would say one of them kids was? 4?
5 at the most, yeah.
Okay. So let's say we got a 5-year-old girl, and I hear her in the house saying, my pussy pink, my booty hole brown. That's all I gotta fucking hear. My first reaction would be I gotta fuck my kid up. But then if I'm smart, I'm gonna ask my kid, where did you hear that from? And if that motherfucker told me, oh, we was in school, the teacher was recording us saying my pussy's pink and my booty hole's brown. And then I went to see this motherfucker's response video. Oh yeah. When we
Yeah.
talk about tearing up a fucking, when we talk about changing the atmosphere of a place,
Mhm.
I'm changing the atmosphere if I show up to the school. Like the
Um,
second I come into the school, everybody's gonna hear me asking where the fuck is the principal, so I could talk about this motherfucking teacher. They're automatically gonna come to me and be like, "Hey, Mr. Rayburn, can we calm stuff down? No, we ain't calming shit down." Because if my kid can hear her pussy's pink and her booty hole's brown, I can
everybody gonna
cuss
hear
my
my
ass off
motherfucker.
in this
Yes,
motherfucking
sir.
school right now.
You damn
I can
skippy.
tell you that you's a bitch ass motherfucker for raising my child like that. And I
Come
can
on now.
tell you I'm gonna put my motherfucking hands on you because what are the expectations that we're setting in the school?
Right.
You can't tell me that you can tell my child that she can talk about her pussy being pink and her asshole being brown, but I can't come in here and cut up with you.
Right.
No. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? I
Mhm.
just want to know where they do that at. Where they do that at?
Mhm.
Kim, if you heard that somebody was telling look Kimia when he was a little bitty youngster before he ever played a drum or anything, and before he became the great talented musician that he is now, if you heard a teacher, not his classmates, because that's what kids do. Kids gonna talk that shit. But
Mhm.
if I know that this is being formulated from the teacher's perspective,
Right.
it's time to tear some shit up.
Very.
Come on, talk to me, Ida, and then get into these comments. Read these comments right
It
quick.
is very. It is a sad time for them because you let me find out my baby done come home with something singing like that. I'm like, who the hell and what the fuck? Because I'm finna put my foot in somebody's ass real quick, and I don't know who it is, and they not gonna find. They matter of fact, if my child come home that same day I picked them up singing it, it's gonna be a U turn in the middle of the street, and we gonna put some boots to asses after that.
Listen,
And it ain't just gonna be me. It's gonna be some other people that hey,
listen.
it
The
ain't just gonna
words
be
"my
auntie.
pussy's pink and my booty hole's brown."
Shouldn't even be in my child's mouth.
If I hear that coming out my kid's mouth, and they 5 years old or younger, I got to snap on somebody.
I just told you. Let me hear it
Until
come
to
out
a
like
certain degree, I
come
got
up.
to snap on my child, so I let their ass know that this ain't what the fuck you supposed to be doing. Period.
Well,
Now, people
first
can
off,
disagree with me about that aspect, but when it comes to my child, it's up to me to make sure that I draw the line in the sand, and I say, well, make sure you know. Listen, that is no different, and I'm pretty sure all of us remember this as being a kid.
mm-hmm.
When your mama said, "You better be your ass in this house before the street lights come on."
Yeah,
That was parenting to me.
yeah.
It didn't give a fuck what the kid felt about it. Because I know it was a couple days I was like, shit, I want to hang out a little bit more. But I thought about what would happen if I decided to go against the grain. And this is what the problem is. Right now, there is no go against the grain. These kids are being raised by kids that are being raised by other kids.
Yeah. Well, I had a loophole. So I had a loophole because the street light was in my yard. So I kind of got a loophole with mine. So everybody came and hung out in my yard because I had the street light above my house.
No,
So
no,
we
no,
can,
no, no,
I
no,
know,
no.
but I got
No. When that street light came on, my ass was supposed to be in the house. I wasn't even supposed to be on nobody else's fucking porch. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
I ain't even supposed to be like I'm over here. I'm over here chilling
no.
with Jeep. I'm
My
over here.
mama, no, my mama said had your ass in the yard. She
Mm-mm.
ain't say I had to be in the house. She said street light better not beat me on in the yard. So that's why I said I had a loophole because it was technically I was supposed to have my ass in the house,
But
but because the street light was in the
that's better than what I got. I'm
well,
telling you. Because
on,
back in the day, listen, when the street light comes on, it sort of come on and it's sort of foggy and it's sort of before it really lights the fuck up, right?
yeah,
The second that bitch said, "Vroom, vroom,"
yeah,
get my ass on home
yeah. But
because
see,
I
I got
know a ass whooping is coming.
yeah. If
Listen,
you ain't,
listen, I know a ass whooping is coming with my ungratefulness.
yes,
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm being ungrateful for the fact that I'm being let outside in the first fucking place.
yes.
Let's keep it real. When I was a shorty, I had to. You talking about come out? Out the yard. I had to ask to go out the fucking yard.
I didn't get to go out the yard. I
You
had to
feel what
stay
I'm
in
saying?
the car.
So the street wasn't. It
Mm.
wasn't. How can I say this? The street
I was in
wasn't
the
an.
driveway.
You understand what I'm saying? It was the street was an accessibility that I played with after I decided, I'm gonna test it. But
Right,
I already knew going
right.
out if I popped this lock, and we had them old locks where you had to lift it up and then I had one of them motherfuckers. So
Yeah,
if I knew if I touched that motherfucker,
yo,
it was
friends.
repercussions to me standing on the other side of the fence.
Mm-mm. One day because we lived in the house, I was in the driveway and I was riding my bike and she said, "Don't you go out this driveway." Okay, don't go out there, don't cross that threshold. So I knew the threshold I could go and made a mistake and was riding the bike and boom boom and went over to the neighbor's driveway. I said, "Oh fudge." I couldn't get across the street quick enough for my mama. She knew she is like that sixth sense. She knew my ass was out the yard. And before I could get my fully back in the yard, she had me hemmed up. I was like, "What the who called you? Who told you?"
Fucking unbelievable.
Man, it was something that like life was like. It was almost like she had that. She was a out of body experience. Like she knew as soon as I hit foot out that yard, and I was riding the bike trying to turn it, and I missed that turn and shot across, and I got my butt toe up, my bike took, and I was in the house looking out at
It's
everybody
called
else.
repercussions.
Yeah, and consequences. Cause I was
Repercussions
looking
and
out at everybody
consequences.
else while they was riding their bike. And I
See,
was
you
yeah.
remember the days of when your mama, my mama used. I don't know if y'all remember these days, but I remember these days. I remember my mama telling me if I would do certain shit, and she would say little bitty simple things like, "Don't make me repeat myself."
Yo, you too? Your mama say that too.
I heard little things like, "Who you talking to?"
Or either I'm only gonna say this once.
Oh yeah. That
I'm
I'm
only gonna
only gonna
say
say
this
this.
once.
Nah, I ain't even get that because I already knew. It's only one time shit getting said around that motherfucker. Read these comments so we can get to the next clip.
Okay, so let's see. We got Queen. Queen says, "Hey loves, Queen on the scene." She said they know more now because of social media and music. She says parents, it's a parent's fault. Zaria says, real sad. Kendra says he needed his butt whooped good, but the parents need that ass stomped for teaching him and allowing him to say and act that way. And of course, I said, oh, hell no. And Zai says, I just saw this video yesterday. This not even cute at all. And Stephanie pretty crying, po thing, po tink tink. Queen says, I have passed out. I would flip the fuck out. Miss Parnell says, laugh out loud, she needs help. As I said, the rhetorical question making her look bad. Shanisha says, ma'am, you have a baby twisting in a crop top. You are triggered. But
Yeah,
just
that
like
little motherfucker was up there like, yeah. I was like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Hell no.
Yo, I seen that and I said, yeah, you've been they've been watching some crazy. I see when she had the dance move. I said, I don't even know the dance move to have this stuff, and I'm grown. I don't even know the words to the song, and I'm grown. That tells you a lot. I don't listen to that type of music. She said, but just take that eye and do better. Kendra says, and she teaching kids, shaking my head. Really? I'm with you. Um, Pernell says it makes me wonder what she teaching these kids. Laugh out loud. Shanisha says this is who we put in daycare and school to teach our kids. Not me. Not me. Queen says, "Lord help our babies. This is what they deal with in school." Inmate 456-317. I am with Kim. That would be me. She says that's what I revert back to my old school hands because it's time to teach to touch a bitch. About mine. Then ask her a history question about old fashioned ass whoopings. Kanisha says, my son doesn't listen to the radio. We don't do YouTube, no social media, monitor TV. It's a controlled environment. So mommy's house. So outside of mommy's house is a different story. She says, I have never heard the whole song, so he definitely shouldn't come home singing it. Me either. Um, I will educate my not to follow a damn fool and tell me everything they try to make him do. John says it be the parents sometimes because they letting their kids hear that shit at home. True. Queen said, right was in the house looking at the street like, me too. Kanisha says, I was the oldest and my brother stayed out longer than me. My mom had her female child in the house. She said my mom stayed on my brothers and I, but she kept me in a chokehold. She said, well, I heard, don't make me repeat myself, but it definitely wasn't my mommy who said it. Uh-oh. Okay, but I'm with Kanisha because I was always told, yeah, you might be the girl and you might be this, but my mom kept tight reins on me because she said the boys can handle themselves differently. I was like, that's a double standard, but that's neither here nor there.
You know what? I'm about to get ready to move on to the next clip, but I got
Yeah,
one thing to say: spare the rod,
for the child.
spoil the child. And a lot of y'all like, what the fuck does that mean? Whoop your kid's ass every once in a while. Be a strict parent. And it's not saying fuck your kid up. It's not saying just go around here beating the shit out your kids. But it is saying be responsible
Mm-hmm.
with the children that you've been given. It's
Yes,
nobody else's responsibility to take care of your kids but you. All
that's
right.
so true.
Now, this next clip, we all know about these little challenges that's going around here, right? Because I got a couple of them we're gonna watch tonight. But I want y'all to listen to this story. Shorty got put into a challenge. And let's just look at the story and find out what happened.
So y'all, my friend's boyfriend texted me yesterday on some wild stuff. Me being the type of person I am, I immediately took a screenshot and sent it to her. As soon as I sent her the screenshot, she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he would do something like this." Acting how anybody would act. So she's like, "Yeah, I just text him. He said he ain't gonna text you no more. He was just trying to."
What the
Okay,
fuck?
cool. After all this happened, he ended up telling me like, "Oh, it's just a little like loyalty thing that she wanted to do on you to see if she could trust you." I'm sorry, but I cannot be friends with her no more. Let me know in the comments how y'all would feel if y'all friend was to do something like this, like a little loyalty test. Cause I just feel as though you feel like I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what y'all think, cause I know I'm not tripping.
Okay, Eda.
Huh?
I know you and Tay is tight as motherfucking gloves, right?
Right.
But if Tay man hits you up flirting with you and you shut it down and you hit Tay up and say, yo, your nigga been trying to shoot a shot at me. And she goes through the process of saying, yo, I'ma holler at him. I'm gonna find out what's going on. But then she come back to you and say, yo, he said he ain't gonna never do that again. But then you talk to that nigga one more time and he says, well, I only did that shit because she wanted me to do a fucking loyalty test on you. What would you be feeling about Shantae? What would you be feeling about your friend?
Um, I would have um some questions. I would have to really be saying, I really it ooh.
Just think,
That would
just
really
think
make
about
me
that for 1 second. Like you got a really good friend, we ain't talking about somebody that you just know, but a good friend.
I'm with you.
And
And we've known that's like
this
that's almost
nigga
like my person
calls
I've been for
you.
20 years. Like if my bestie did some my bestie, that's my sister that we've been friends for 20 plus years, and she said she did some crap like that, and had her husband or boyfriend do some mess like that, I would really be questioning, like, is our friendship being phony or fake the real this whole fucking time?
It's got to be something, because listen, this is what I think about it. Either the person that would ask they mate to do that, they either are jealous of the person, or they would possibly do that to the other person.
Yeah. But that sometimes when you do stuff is sometimes when you, but that's the same
That's what I'm
thing of
saying.
that's like when my husband's best friend, well, my ex-husband, when his best friend, I was introduced to him by him. And his best friend and I are like, we like wrote, that's like my little brother. I'm his little big sister. It was never a time of, because we had different cultures, it was always that thing of he had my back, I had his back. So he was learning the American way, I was learning the other way. And he was like, yo, like, it was nothing for him to call me and say, hey boo. I'd be like, what's up, boo? We just go, like, my husband agreed on it. But then at one point in time, it was my birthday. My ex-husband forgot my birthday. His best friend didn't. And that's the kicker. It was like, your best friend didn't forget my birthday, but you did. So when his best friend gave me my birthday present on my birthday, it was a thing of he got jealous. And I'm just like, you're mad at somebody that's like my brother that remembered my birthday, but you introduced us and you know there was nothing ever going to
Wait,
happen.
whoa. You confused me, because you going to another situation. I'm
No,
asking.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah, come
That's
on,
like
bring it back home. Bring it back
that
home.
loyalty test. I'm coming. But you're showing that that's how you should, like what she said with that jealousy. Like she said, that's kind of showing the friend around, like you jealous and envious that comes in. It's like you're allowing that jealousy to come in when you know there's nothing else. So why are you questioning our friend? Like you're asking your man to send this to test our friendship, to test to see what you're gonna do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's. I don't want to be around nobody.
I don't want that in my life. My thing of it is, if you're gonna have your man to text me to see what my response is gonna be, then you ain't really a true friend.
Man, read these comments.
I don't want none of that smoke. What was that? Okay? Dee says they be too busy trying to be their friend more than being a parent via Zaya. She says, Queen says, don't forget the rest of that. Beat hell out of them and they won't die. She said, we not playing like that. She damn sure ain't playing like that. Queen says. Kendra says, them are games we don't play. Kanisha says, I can't have that kind of friend around me. Jealousy and envy comes in all shades and scenarios. And Queen says there's no trust. Like,
Yeah. Now check this out, y'all. This next nigga. I don't know how I feel about this one.
oh goodness, I'm a little scared now.
Nah. I think I should play the clip before I even
Please
tell
do.
you what I'm confused about, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this clip, and then we're gonna talk about it.
For real right now? Are you for real right now?
I'm myself, bro. Don't leave me, bro. Bro.
Unreal. Unreal. This can't be real. This can't be my life.
On a tangent.
This absolutely cannot be my life right now. Yep.
Please.
No.
Please, baby. Don't do this to us.
I need you to
Please.
start making your arrangements.
I'm about to have an asthma attack. Where's my
Start making your
inhaler, please?
arrangements.
Exactly, Dee Dee. Exactly.
Don't get no spit on my carpet.
Wow, bro, I didn't do nothing.
Touch my items.
I'm hot.
Touch my stuff.
This nigga said, I'm hot.
I'm hot. I'm hot. Okay. Now y'all like King. What the fuck are you confused about with this nigga, right?
I'm not confused about anything.
No. I'm talking about me personally. What I
Well,
was.
I'm trying to figure out what you.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this out. Originally, when I watched it, I was like, okay, have I ever fucked up and had to fuck around and pay for whatever mistakes I made, right? And I'm like, yeah, honestly, I have. And then my other thing was, how did she find out? Was it that that he told her, and she was like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here"? Did she find out through
From
the
somebody else.
grapevine? Did it come through the grapevine? So I was somewhat confused, like tossed, because when I watch certain clips, this is one of those clips where
Yep, it's
we don't
confusing.
see the previous actions. We just see the ending result, or the major funny crazy shit, right? So I
Right.
was like, man, I don't know. I was like, because if he told her, right, I'm like, okay, that's him trying to man up, and at least
He did get someone pregnant.
that's it. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, if he told her, it doesn't take away from the fact that he did it, but at least he's trying to come forth with what the fuck his mistake was, right? So that's why I looked at it on one side. But then the other side, when the nigga got the flipping on the floor and acting like a child, I'm like, wait a minute, nigga.
Somebody else told that. He didn't tell that.
I'm like, wait a minute, nigga. Like, okay, even if he did, but this is what flipped it out for me. I'm like, in certain situations, the rubber meets the road. And at that time,
It didn't meet the penis. Okay, we'll go ahead.
at that time, he should have been, if he was trying to keep the relationship, instead of spazzing and acting like a fucking kid, he should have manned up and said, I made a mistake, baby. I want to be here for you. And I understand that right now you may not want to fuck with me, because I know I'm putting a lot on your fucking plate right now. This is a lot for you to fucking digest right now. This is not, because guess what? This is not me
Me
just
too, Didi.
this is not me just, let me finish, baby. We're
Go
gonna get
ahead.
to the comments. This is not me just cheating. This is me cheating, and now we're talking about bringing another life into this situation, that now we got to fuck around and figure out how this child is going to be raised. That's a whole different scenario. So if he was, and that's why I say I got a little confused, because I'm like, damn, it's a little different with the child, because if he's trying to be real with his shit and step up to the plate and say, listen, baby, I made a mistake, but there's a child involved now. I at least got to go through this process to find out. I don't know if the child was here or not, but I at least got to have this conversation with you, because it's that serious, and this is something that I can't put off to the side. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want this to be a situation where we out on the street one day and a chick pop up with the baby and be like, yo, this your baby and I'm with you. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand and this is the fucked up thing. Listen to me, ladies, when I say this. I understand the being a man about it, if he came to her in that instance, and that's what he was doing. But then as the clip kept playing and that child shit came out, and this nigga was kicking all on the fucking floor and acting like a goddamn child, that's why I'm looking at you like, yo, G,
Five.
the little respect that I was trying to hold on for you, because I'm a man and I'm trying to make sure, I'm hoping that you ain't really fucking this all the way to fuck up. You fucked it up because you acted like a fucking kid. Come on, talk to me.
Well,
When go
um,
get to these comments, you got to get out the comments when I'm
I
talking.
can't.
I'm gonna fuck
I'm
you up.
sorry. I'm sorry. It caught me. It caught me off
That's
guard. So
pissing me off tonight. Now, come on, stick with me. It's only
I,
me and you tonight,
I
motherfucker.
love you. I love you.
Put this in your mouth and pay attention. Come on.
Shut up. But anyways, first off, when you said the rubber should have met the ground, it didn't meet the. It should have met the penis, but it didn't. But that's a whole different ballgame. With this one, when they show when I seen this and I seen he was in the shower and it said my fiance got another woman pregnant. That right then and there, I said, yeah, he didn't tell it because the way he was in that shower, falling out, having a damn fit like he was,
I'm trying to figure out how you even got in the fucking shower.
but probably because he was trying to hide from her and probably hide because somebody she said she probably confronted him and asked him a question and probably or found it in his phone or something. We don't know, but got confronted and he got in the shower like a daring child throwing a temperature champ thinking, oh, well, if I act like this, she gonna probably feel sorry for me. But when that big 300, probably 200, 300 pound Negro up there rolling on the floor like he five, I want to take my switch and beat his behind and say, get your big ass up and act like you're a grown man. Get yourself together. You should have never you shouldn't have been cheating out there. You should have been sleeping with nobody else. You should have covered it up. You should have wrapped it up, but you didn't. So now you got to deal with the consequences. And yet now you finna probably lose a good one because you probably the one that you probably cheated with won't worth diddly squat. When you say the grass ain't always green on the other side, you thinking, oh,
Right.
it's green on the other side. Sometimes
It's
that
really
grass
not.
ain't always green. Sometimes it ain't real.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's greener, but nine
Sometimes
times
it
out
might
of
be
10,
greener, but it
nine
ain't
times
real.
out of 10, it's not.
Shut up. It sometimes it's look greener, but it ain't the real stuff. It's that artificial turf. You gotta watch out for the real and the fake. Cause
No, I'm
sometimes
just
they
saying, like,
fake.
no, but
I got
listen,
what you're
listen,
saying. I got
listen,
what you're
listen. In
saying.
certain six, because we got to keep it 100 on the show.
I
In
know.
certain situations,
The
the
grass
grass
is
is
green,
green on the other side.
but it's artificial.
Because you could be fucking with somebody that is just bringing you the fuck down.
And
And
I
sometimes
understand
you
that.
might meet somebody and be like, okay, I'm about to try this out, and it can be better on the other side. So
But
that's
this
but that's a
that's a
if or
different
ain't.
snare. That's a different
That's
story.
a toss in the
And
air. You know
the
what I
way
mean?
he was throwing that tantrum tantrum, there's like the chick that he got pregnant won't worth probably two nickels rubbed together because he finna lose his damn good thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if that won his meal ticket or certain things. Because when she said, "And don't touch my shit," I was like, "Up." There she go,
He
and
meant that shit.
don't get no damn slobber on my flow. I said,
Okay.
yeah, I know who would have draws in the pants in that relationship. But my thing of it is when he actually acted stupid and was rolling on the floor like that, I said, dude, like, get your backbone. You fucked up. Deal with it and keep it moving. You've lost a good one. He wanted, get, don't leave me, forgive me. Baby, no. It's time to go. It's
Read
time to
these
go.
comments right quick.
Now he want me to read the comments, y'all.
Yeah, I got a lot of clips. God damn it, we got to
Yeah,
move.
screw you. Um, okay. Now see, I gotta go back up here because you won't let me do it. Um, she said it would make the hell out of them. Oh, no, we're not playing that. No trust. Oh, she's DZ said he ain't do that all that when he was out there hunching. He was rolling around and crying all that. Queen said he wasn't doing all that when he was smashing that other female boy by. John said, really? Kadisha said, manipulation at its finest, a temper tantrum, but why does everything need to be recorded? Kanisha says, I thought he got someone pregnant, and he did. And Didi said, and those types be the ones that turn around and do it again, that he done made a damn fool of himself. BSI. Kendra said, Queen says, first, no, that's Kendra. I'm sorry. My fault. First off, I would not have recorded this damn fool. Queen said, you can't hide a baby, so it doesn't matter who told her. She knows. Kanisha said, replying to Queen, that part. Exactly. She says, Queen says, how long were they together? It's my question. Didi said the tension trapper took me off, took me the fuck out. Correct. Kanisha says there was no rubber rust, which is the biggest issue for me. Didi is over here laughing, crying. Queen says, have a good time with your child and the mother. I'm out like a light. Click. Kanisha says, his child, no one with kids. Okay. None with kids. Okay. Queen says he know he messed up big time and lost the queen. That's correct. Kanisha said that's sexy. Dee Dee says, laughing my ass off, and then the where's my inhaler? He's about to have an asthma attack. Kanisha says to Rip D, I was waiting for him to call Pastor on her. I'm with y'all. Queen says, should have been kicking and screaming to keep his winky in his pants, punk. And Shamika says, done, better known as Tinkerbella.
What's up, Tink Tink?
Hey,
Hey, I
Tinky
see we got
Tink.
somebody new out here. Hey, Dee, I want to say hey to you.
Hey,
The first
TT.
time I've seen you, and I definitely give shouts out to everybody that
Yeah,
that
we
rocks
don't
with
want to
the
miss
show.
nobody.
We appreciate y'all. If you do us a favor right now, share this show. You know, like if you rock with me, just because I might. And see, this is the thing. Some of y'all, because I tag y'all in the shit, and I put it on y'all page, y'all be like, I ain't got to share the shit. No, y'all share it again. So y'all people see that y'all sharing it. That's what I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about. All right, then. All right, we're about to get into some. You know, we about to get into the show now. It's 8 o'clock. I ain't about to bullshit with y'all no more.
Me up with a guy.
What actually took place is very important.
He reached out to me while I was there, and yeah, he asked me out to dinner, and I went, and that was it. Okay, that's not it. He kissed me, but that's it.
So, all this time, you've been getting on to me about lying and doing all these things, making me seem like I'm crazy.
Don't be dramatic. It's not the same thing.
See, I knew all this time that I was right. I knew I had a hunch, I had a gut feeling that this girl was chatting.
I did not cheat on you.
You just said you kissed her a minute ago.
I said he kissed me.
What's going on?
Let's go outside for a second. No. And we can reconvene. Let's go outside for a second, Sean. I think we just need to get ourselves together and we'll come back in and we'll actually flesh this thing out.
Man.
All right, I want y'all to do one thing right quick. I want you to think about a kiss. In order for a motherfucker to kiss somebody, you got to get in close proximity. You got to get very close proximity. My lips have never just accidentally rubbed against somebody else's lips. They've never done that. They've never done that. And I mean, I got some good lips too. These motherfuckers have never just walked up to a woman and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I've never had a woman look at me after me kissing her and she didn't know I kissed her ass. I've never had that happen. I've never had that happen. I've never fucking had a woman kiss me and I didn't know it was coming. The only thing I thought when I saw the kiss coming in is I hope this motherfucker can kiss. I really do. I really hope this ain't no sloppy lip motherfucker. But you know, but I know it's coming. I'm looking at that motherfucker. You coming close. You're getting here. You're getting here. You're getting here. Okay, we connected. It works or it don't. Ain't nobody ever, 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 never, ever, 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 ever walked up to me and kissed me accidentally on the lips. I might have got one on the cheek because somebody gave me a hug and I didn't know they would kiss me on the cheek. But I ain't never got kissed on the lips by nobody and did not know that the kiss was coming. Never. That has never happened to me. Never fucking happened to me. So, before we get to the kiss, bitch, what was you doing on the date? And this is the thing. Ladies, I love y'all dearly. But y'all got a different fucking game that y'all like to play about the shit that y'all do, and that in the same shit that a nigga does. It's a whole different story. Then it's a whole different story. Niggas will hear about shit for months and months on and on and on and on again. Like it's hard to get past that mistake. It really is with women. I hate to say that, but it's hard. It takes a really good woman to have a heart to say, all right, whatever that just happened, we had a conversation, we're gonna move the fuck on. And guess what? It's difficult with men too. But women are a little bit more verbal when they get mad. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. I'm not gonna let nobody else lie to y'all no more. Y'all a little bit more verbal. So in order to get to the date, right? In order for before the kiss happened and before the date, he had to ask her out on the date. Am I lying? Am I lying either? Have you ever been? All right, it's a difference if I come through and I'm just like, yo, let's go get something to eat. It's a difference, right? Then
Mhm.
when I say, let's go on a date. Because
Yeah.
on a date, I want you to be looking good, right? I want you don't dress. Do you dress for a date the way that you dress for the show, or that you dress around the house, or when you're taking care of mom? Do you dress the same way for a date? Okay. How you dress for a date? Just a question. Just I'm curious.
Depending on where I'm going. If I know if I get a heads up, I'm going somewhere, I dress for the occasion. But if not, I'm going to be in between the two of being comfortable and a semi more dressier than what I would.
Even if you dress, even if he say, yo, we're gonna go to the rodeo. But you feel what I'm saying? Is your hair gonna be done? Are you
Um,
gonna go get you a nice little hat to put on with your shit?
I already got that, so they
Are
can't. I
you
just
just
stay
gonna
in
come
my
in that
closet.
motherfucker in your kind of fucking way?
No, you
Okay,
say we're going to radio. I'm gonna have my
so
jean, my boots, my
we can
jeans.
establish that there are expectations that people have for a date.
Yeah,
And obviously the date went well enough for this nigga to come in and say, let me get me some sugar, baby. And you gave it to him. Let's keep it 100.
now I'm gonna say this, and I have had this happen. When you say people gonna give you a kiss, you're gonna know. Sometimes if they catch you off guard, I've had to where had a person standing in front of me and we just talking and not, really
And his
paying
lips
attention.
touch yours. His lips
And
touch
he and
yours.
and I'm like, wait a minute, but I reacted. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, back up off me. Like you really done.
Well, see, that's no. I'm gonna tell you something. You was slipping on your game because if a nigga
I
got that
was,
close to you, this is what I'm trying to tell you, and this is what I'm telling. Because I'm gonna keep it
I was
100 with
slipping on
you.
my
Because
game.
I'm looking at you right now. You got
I'm
some
slipping.
titties on you. For a nigga to get close up to you and kiss you, that nigga had to been easing up. He had to be right there. It had to be one of them things where you just didn't. You was just slipping on your fucking game, G.
Y'all.
And I'm telling you, you had to be slipping on your fucking game. You
What?
had to
Because
be.
I'm only five.
This coming from your brother. I don't give a
I'm,
fuck how
I'm,
tall you. I don't give a
I'm
fuck if
only
you're 3.
5'3", baby.
Get the
Most
fuck.
most
Look.
people that I
All
deal
right,
with
so
are
how tall
taller.
was he? Come on, you about to
A
make
good
this real
a
good
good
for me.
a good 6 foot or more.
Okay, so you mean to tell me a 6-foot nigga eased down on them big titties and them pretty lips and kissed you out of nowhere? That
If I'm
listen,
just
you was slipping on your game, baby. You wasn't paying attention.
y'all, I was slipping. I ain't gonna
You
lie. I
was
was
you wasn't
slipping.
paying attention. Listen what I'm telling you. Six
Not
foot
when you're having
nigga.
a conversation with them and you're
Because a
not
a
thinking
nigga
nothing of
that's
it.
6 foot, if he wasn't close enough and he got up on you that quick, god damn it, that's damn near assault. You should have called the police. That was assault. If a nigga was away from you and he was 6 foot and he got close enough to kiss you, was it a soft kiss or was it a hard kiss?
I
Did
don't
he
know
try to?
because it shocked the heck out of me, and I whoa, hate up, back up.
You understand what I'm saying? So even
Yeah,
in come on, man. Listen, this
yeah, I
motherfucking
got
chick
you.
went out.
That's I can't speak for her. I can speak for me. When you said it ain't possible for somebody to kiss you and you not know, and so, yeah, it is. If y'all are having a conversation, it's not something that you're expecting. Then
If
yes.
you lacking, if you slipping like Eda was, and you let a 6 foot nigga and you 5 foot off the ground, and
Thank you, Queen. Thank you,
a
Queen.
nigga,
'Cause
wait a minute, wait a minute,
look,
wait a
thank you,
minute, wait a minute, a nigga
Queen.
this
No,
tall, wait a minute, a nigga, you
Queen.
this,
No,
wait a minute, wait, whoa, you this fucking tall, and a nigga this tall, get down and say, wait a minute,
you know what?
yeah, nigga, you was
this nigga,
slipping, G, you was
this
slipping.
this
I'm not
nigga,
gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just, look,
yeah, Queen.
listen,
No,
I'm gonna tell you what the equivalent to that is, and you gonna die
listen,
laughing when I say
listen,
this.
Kanisha. Yeah, I'm done.
Listen, what I'm about to tell you. The equivalent to that is, remember the back in the day when a nigga say, "Oh, it just slipped in." That's the same shit. Man. It just slipped in.
No, that is
It was
not
an
the same.
accident. I didn't mean for it to slip in.
That is not the same. See, y'all, you see, just let me
Or
put
I
the
was
equivalent.
slacking, and this
See,
nigga snuck it
see,
in.
see, y'all see what I did with
I didn't recognize
Queen,
he was naked.
Didi, John, y'all.
I didn't recognize the thing came out his drawers.
John, I can't. You know what?
John, no, I ain't lying.
No, John said I bet he slipped and fell in that pussy too. John, you on
John, I
punishment.
didn't even read that comment before I said that shit. So that lets you know that's another man on the other fucking side of the country that believes in what the fuck I'm saying right now.
John, you
Thank
on
you, John. I
punishment.
appreciate you so fucking much, John.
No,
It's niggas like you that make the world go round, John. Don't ever forget that, man. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. Never. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I'll let you go ahead and finish. Go ahead and read the comments because you just fucked it all up talking about a nigga just a 6-foot nigga just and slid down on you and kissed you.
I'm
Did,
not
did,
that.
did you ever tell mama that? Did you ever tell mama that a 6-foot nigga then slid down and kissed you? Because I'm willing to bet you if you told mama that,
Kanisha,
mama would knock the fuck out you, right? She'd be like, what the
no, because Mama said it. Kanisha, I'm not talking to you because you talking about. I'm definitely seeing it coming. You know what? It's not something that I expected because it's a person the person I least expected from. So yeah,
watch
when
this.
somebody
Watch
does
this. Watch
that,
this. Watch
it's a
this.
person
Watch
I'm
this.
least
Watch this.
expecting.
You
I
are
wasn't
and
into it.
you on the screen right now, right?
Right.
You saw it coming. You saw it coming. You was like, oh, wait a minute, is he about to put his penis in the screen? You saw that coming.
No, I didn't. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Nigga, everybody else saw it. Everybody else saw it. You need to go change your glasses. You need to really right now.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
tomorrow when you wake up
No.
when you wake up in the morning, what I want you to do is call Pearl, whatever, because you're in a different state. Whatever
Super optic.
eyeglass company around you, you need to call them and tell them. Say, listen, I was on the show last night and I divulged that a 6-foot nigga snuck up and kissed me.
Okay.
Watch them put you in the fucking chair. They ain't gonna even say shit else. They're just gonna say, sit down, baby. Sit down, baby.
Y'all know
Sit
what?
your ass down right
How I'm
the fuck now. Sit down, baby.
See, Kanisha, you know what? I'm not talking. Yeah, I am a shorty, and I will stay a shorty, and I love being a shorty. But y'all ain't gonna keep ganging up on me and let this joker.
Look,
But y'all supposed
listen,
to be on my side, but that's all
I
right.
can go
I'm
so
hurt.
far with this thing right now. I'm sitting up here looking at these big old bosoms in my face. I already know in order for me to get close, if I come to you and say, give me a hug, them things gonna touch me. He had to be close. He had to be closer than close.
Not really when you're short.
Nigga, he had to be close to come down. He had to nigga, I'm giving you this example once again. This is one glass. This is another glass. In order for me to put something into this glass, I gotta bring this bitch down and pour it. Yeah, understand? If not, the drink gonna be everywhere.
Next clip, because you missed the whole point.
Start pouring shit.
Next clip, you missed the whole point. I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
You missed the whole point, but
no, I didn't. Just go home. But listen, what I'm telling you, sis, I love you dearly.
I love you too.
But you need to pray about your distance and get your glasses fixed tomorrow. I'm
No,
just trying to
because
tell you.
the problem of it is, and the point that I was saying was, this is not something I expected from the person that did it was not something I expected from them because we've never had that interest in them or never showed that interest. So for it to happen, it's like, whoa.
You were slipping, G. I told you this. Didn't I tell you this on the show once before? I said there is no nigga hanging around you that was not blood to you or was not raised with you to the fact that he really fucking rock with you that would not fuck around and do it. The percentage of that is slim. I'm not saying that the percentage is not out there.
I got one.
I'm not saying that. Wait a minute. I'm not saying that there are no platonic friends. Get that understood. But the number to platonic friends and niggas that will sit around for years and years just hoping to smell some draws is slim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you. Ladies, if y'all ain't heard nothing else, I'm about to tell y'all. Niggas will sit around you for years and be your best fucking friend. That'll be the nigga that'll give you some money when he know you really look at the dog. The dog so the dog like, are you listening? Look at you looking at, are you listening? Are you listening? Listen, I'm trying to tell you. When it comes down to listen, there are differences between a man and a woman. A man is an introvert by nature. A woman is an extrovert by nature. But there's a difference when we get to talking about introverted or extroverted as a person. But the dynamics of us are different, 100% different. A woman will more than likely throw signs that she likes you if she's just around you. She gonna help you with shit. She gonna, she's gonna be like that motherfucker. You be like, this motherfucker's just so good to me because she might be trying to, show that interest in you. A nigga, on the other hand, just be your friend. He just looking because when he meets you, you already got a nigga. So he ain't gonna try to be that nigga to just come in and just say, "Yo, what's up?" But he'll just be that close ass friend. That hey, we going out tonight. We kicking it tonight. You want to come? But what he asking you to come to? He ain't asking you to come to the crib and just eat some ribs and some chicken. This nigga's asking you to come out and have a drink. And he's hoping that you have enough for the motherfuckers. That you look at him just a little bit differently that night. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. Y'all gotta listen to me though. I'm trying to tell y'all. I ain't talking about every man, but you need to be a little bit more careful about the friends that you got. I'm trying to tell you. And fellas, there's some females around you that may portray themselves as friends.
Yep.
I've had, you know what, Eda?
Yes,
I'm
baby.
gonna tell you this. When it comes to the show, there have been a lot of people that said, "Can I come on the show and can I do stuff?" But I'd be like, "No, I think you like me." And you know my policy about the show. I'm trying to keep this shit 100. I'm trying to make sure we got a show. You understand what I'm saying? And you'll find out who likes you and not. There's niggas that watch the show, you know, because they like certain people on the show. But
yep.
And if they find out that interest is not there, then guess what? They stop watching the show. But my true fans, they're gonna keep watching and they're gonna help and support and all that shit. So I know
Right.
the difference between my true fans and all that shit. So I learned not to be fucking just inviting somebody on the show or making somebody a part of the show because they say something about the fucking show. I gotta
Right.
recognize, who are you? Why are you here?
Right.
Are you trying to impress me or are you just trying to be involved? Do you just want to be on my Facebook page to see what's going the fuck on, or are you a person that can fuck with me? That's a whole different fucking kind of conversation. But that comes into play when we having these conversations about, oh, I went out on a date and I kissed this nigga because the way she told the story. Let's keep it 100. First, all I did was go on a date. Well, I kissed him. That's it. Well, you just fucked up that's it because you said that was it the first time. And within seconds, you can flip that shit from, yeah, okay, well, my ass, goddammit. Just keep it 100. Did we finish them comments?
Let's see. No, because a lot of them was picking at me, but we are.
Let them pick it. They pick at me every week. It's your turn this week. Come on.
Oh, I ain't mad about it. Wait a minute. So Didi says this Zai, my phone died, couldn't miss the show. Oh, so Didi is Zai. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Queen said very intimate. Kissing is very intimate. Kanisha says I'm a pecker, but I don't do a lot of deep kissing. Kanisha says sloppy lip. John said LOL. She said he kissed me. Shit, it takes two. So true. Queen says that's like accidentally slipping and falling on a D. That's true too. D says, which is I says, not the rodeo. Get your mind out together. Kanisha says we are mental beings. So he definitely had conversations with her prior. Women just don't really take chances when it's not worth it or she feels she could get away with it. True. Queen says, got my sexy on for that date. John says, I bet he slipped and fell in that pussy too. Oh, he was talking about the chick on the video. Queen said, shut up. She was looking up. LOL. Talking about me. Kanisha said, did someone say T? Never mind. All right, Kanisha. Didi said, Russ laughing out loud. Didi said, John ain't lying though. Kanisha says, I'm 5'11". I'm definitely seeing it coming. Zai says, Russ is real disappointed in you. I know he was disappointed in me. It's all good. Kanisha said, that short girl, them shirt girl problems. Yeah. Yeah. Kanisha says, replying to Didi, devastated. He's more devastated. Yeah. Kanisha says, I love you too, though. I love you. I love you too, Kanisha. Queen says, it can happen. It happened to me, and he got pierced.
I don't even want to know about that.
I don't even want to know about that.
Uh,
Wait a minute.
Kim, you
We
just
not
fucked
gonna
me
be
up with
there.
that one, Kim. I don't
Queen, I love you,
that.
boo.
Okay.
Yeah. Russ, Kanisha said,
He
Russ, you
got,
gotta part them like the Red Sea.
and he got pierced. I'm still stuck
Look,
on
look,
and he
look, look,
got
look.
pierced.
She said you gotta part them like the Red Sea. Now y'all finna make me go change my
I don't
shirt.
know. That seat been out for a
Mm.
whole hour. It's just going.
Queen says, I got one been here for 22 years and ain't smelled my farts. LOL.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Kanisha said, Russ snitching, fellas. Russ says exactly. And Kimberly said, peace.
Okay. All right. Then there you go. All right. I got that makes sense. He got pieced, not pierced. Okay, pierced. Because I was about to say, what the fuck? Some shit. All right. Here we go. Next clip, y'all.
It's like we've had this conversation before. It's always been my dream for my son to live with me. This is the first time we have lived together, and then he's come for the summer. But unless I'm saying something wrong, like I felt like that it was a good experience for you.
Yeah. He was a good kid. You know, he was easy to get along with, but it was different. It was somebody always there when I'm used to it just being me and him.
If you weren't dating her, would he live with you now?
He probably would be with me more.
If he wants to go and get his son, then I think that he should. Or if I'm not comfortable with it, they can get an Airbnb or, you know, something like that. But I don't want to block that. I want him to be the best father he can be.
They should get an Airbnb.
Can't do that.
You talking about Airbnb here or like where he lives?
Poor Ashley can't even process
I was
it.
like, hold on. I thought you were talking about like if he was there and didn't want to drive all the way back home. You talking about an Airbnb here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's his son. He's not going anywhere. You got to dig your heels in. It's not going to be easy. Like you have to let go of those things that are stopping you from being a family.
Go get an Airbnb. So if you want to see your son, go get an Airbnb. I'm gonna leave that right there. Cause y'all know I could go so fucking far on that. Y'all know I can cuss so fucking bad on that one. Y'all already know I can call her so many things that are not a child of God. Y'all already know my spirit. Y'all know I ain't right. Y'all know it. Y'all know it for the life of y'all. Y'all know it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have that one. Y'all already know what my opinion is on that. Let that bitch throw that bitch in the bottom of the Dead Sea.
I was just finna say
14
that myself.
rocks and put some gold around her neck and some diamonds in her ear. Let her bling on the way down. Let her bling all the way the fuck down. Let her be.
'Cause I finna say this bitch tripping because you got to understand if you knew what you had and what you were dealing with, and you knew that he had a child. That's almost like if I'm dealing with a person that's got 4 children, whether depending on their age groups, and if they're younger or older, I'm not gonna tell him, "Oh, y'all go get Airbnb just so you can visit your son." Our home is his home. If he's more than welcome, unless it's a disrespect. And if he's disrespecting me and my home, his daddy needs to take care of that. And if his daddy don't take care of that, then we're gonna get checked. But if he's not disrespecting you or calling you out a name out the side of his neck, then you need to have more respect.
This, oh, this bitch. Did I say?
Yep.
Did I,
Yep. Say it.
I
That's
say
good.
this bitch?
Yep, you can, cause I said it.
This low down dirty bitch.
Or cunt. She done lost her damn
Good
mind.
one. I ain't heard that. This cunt bitch. Gotta put them together.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna do it.
This cunt bitch has the nerve to tell a man. And see, okay, and pose another question to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a child that he just found out about that was already from his past?
Well, he already knew about
Or
him.
was this a child that just was born right before he got with her? You know what I'm saying? Because those are two different scenarios.
Right, but the way she was talking, this is a older child that wasn't just born because she talking about Airbnb.
Let me tell you something. I'm not.
Ladies,
I'm not gonna say nothing. Listen, because I'm the type, because I believe everybody has a preference. Because me personally, I don't want to date anybody that has small children because I've
right,
already
Queen.
raised my kids, right? But if you're gonna lay with a motherfucker, suck his dick,
Yeah.
fuck him, and all this other shit, and call him your man. That's the thing. You're not just laying with this motherfucker. You're not just doing a thing. This
Y'all be
is
paying bills
your
together.
guy, right?
Hmm.
And you fuck around and treat this your guy. How you treat your guy? That's just like a nigga dealing with a woman. He fucking her,
Hmm. Hmm.
but he ain't got no love for the kids. He don't
Hmm.
ever plan on being there for the kids. He's like, fuck them kids. Just like the phrase goes, fuck them kids, right? If it's fuck those kids, you do not, and I repeat, you do not ever, under any circumstance, diss the kids. How do you do that? Where do they do that? Explain that to me. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Explain that to me. Explain. And for me, what irritates me even more about that
What?
is a man that can hear a woman talk like that, and you just saying like, man, I'm out of here. If I'm out of here ain't your first thought, you got some issues deeper.
Hmm.
That's a nigga. Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let my spirit free. Talk to me.
Um, as I repeat, I'm going.
Because I don't know if he was in
I'm
shock.
going.
Because that's the other thing. He could have been just in shock that she even put it out there like that.
It's just crazy because the way she said it and she came out of her mouth is like, so you show your true colors. Like one minute you say certain things behind closed doors, but then when we in front of everybody else, you want to pop off like you big and bad. But I don't know if this is you putting on a show because you in front of everybody. But my thing is, you want to show off in front of everybody. I'm gonna show you off in front of everybody because my thing of it is, you knew what you were dealing with from Jump Street when we got into this relationship. You knew that I had a child. I'm gonna go with the thing of she knew because the way she made the comment of, oh well, they can get an Airbnb. I'm an Airbnb your ass somewhere else. I'm gonna Airbnb you right on by this motherfucker house. If we paying bills together and I'm paying bills, you're not gonna tell me I can go Airbnb at somewhere
Even if
else.
I
It's
ain't
my
paying
house.
bills.
I'm paying
Even if
bills.
I
I don't give
listen,
a damn.
even if listen,
You either is or you
because
ain't.
listen, I'm gonna say this, and this is under certain circumstances. Even if you are a brother or a sister that is
Mm-hmm.
financially strapped right now, you might be looking for a job, and you might be living with somebody. If it comes down to you and your kids, it's better to walk away.
Yeah.
It is so much better because listen, not only are you fucking up your life, you are fucking up. Guess what? You don't think that kid feels that hatred? Because that's the only
Mm-hmm.
thing it could be.
Mm-hmm.
That kid has to feel that hatred. Whether she
I,
whether she could be like nice to the kid, but the kid can still feel like this bitch don't like me.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you ever had somebody speak to you and you know they ain't like you? Have you ever had somebody that like was in your face talking to you, and on the inside of your brain you were thinking, I know this motherfucker don't like me. I know they don't give a fuck
Mm-hmm.
about me. I know that. Hands down. There's no doubt about it. This nigga does not like me. How in the fuck do you lay with a person that would say fuck your kids. That's one thing I can say, even through all of my shit with my kids' parents, my kids' mothers. That's the words I should have used. My kids' mothers. I've always dealt with a woman that has said, yo, the kids come first.
Right.
You know, even if they don't like the mama, even if they ain't like the mama,
Right.
they would put their shit to the side because they felt like, yo, you need to be with your kids. You need to spend time with your
Right.
kids. I I know you may be feeling a certain way. I know they may be feeling a certain way, but this is what y'all should be together. And whether I made the right decisions or not with raising all of my kids, I've always dealt with somebody that didn't have a problem with me being a parent. Come on, read these comments for me right quick.
I'm just at a loss for words of how you go from, oh, I'm good with it, I'm good with this, to, oh, he got to go stay in the Airbnb when his child comes to visit. Okay. D says, oh, that bitch tripping. Queen says, what? Boy, run. Kanish says, she is living her truth. He needs to man his ass up. What the fuck? Ugh. Queen said this is a package deal. Kanisha says he knew he has a child. He is allowing it to be the way it is. I don't know about that, Kanisha. Queen says I'm checking everybody. She said, nah, she knew about it prior. John said his punk ass allows that BS, shaking my head. Okay. I don't know what show y'all that is. I don't watch it. Queen says, I wish a ninja would say some dumb shit like that to me about mine. Give me my orange jumpsuit, LOL. Kanisha said, y'all mad at the wrong person. That's his child. She is who she is and has always been who she is. She is terrible. At this point, it's child abuse. On his part, that's the child. And Kanisha says, I'm out 100. Queen says, replying to Kanisha, she accepted the child when she accepted daddy knowing he had a child. Kanisha replying back, yes, however, the ultimate responsibility falls on him. Sometimes we knew, but we don't know until we know. Queen says, she said, I want him to be the best daddy to his son. She knew. She said that look and energy is way off. Kanisha said, y'all remember she said she liked it better when it was just them two. Now his child is always around. Queen says someone looked at my son wrong, got put smooth the fuck out, and never spoken to again. And Kanisha says, and her attitude is hard, but I'm looking at the mental of the child at this point.
Okie dokie. I'm about to switch it up on y'all. I know we get
You always switch
that was a
something
little
up.
deep.
Do I need to go get a drink before you start this?
No, you should have had one already, nigga. Um, this right here. I want y'all just to listen to what they asked my nigga on the street.
For $100 million, would you get by 3 big black guys?
Lube or no lube?
But listen, here's the catch. You don't know when they're coming. They come at least once a month, and all 3 of them bash your shit in. You taking 100 mil for that?
They gonna tear my shit up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I ain't hit the button all day. I ain't hit the button all fucking
I quit.
day.
I quit. Y'all see,
I ain't hit no buttons all goddamn day.
I quit.
These
I left you by yourself on that
listen, I'm gonna
because
tell you
Russ.
something. I'm gonna tell you something. We in a day and time where you gotta be careful of who you fucking with. Because niggas and women is doing way too much. And they ain't telling motherfuckers
I need a drink.
what the fuck they doing. But they dumb enough to let a nigga walk up to them that they've never met before with a camera. Say, hey, what's the wildest thing you've ever done? And they'll just fucking say it. without thinking about their neighbor gonna see it, they friends gonna see it, all that shit. The niggas that you, the niggas in your area might see it. The nigga that might have been just talking to you because he really liked you, and it might have been going good. You might have been really feeling this motherfucker, but this nigga might see that shit.
Hell fucking
You
no.
might be at that point where you like, I'm about to change my life. This clip is forever. It is forever.
After that clip, I think I need a smoke and a drink.
I've already beaten you to the punch, my young lady. Because this heifer right here. Watch this one.
Don't follow me to my car. I'm handsome as hell. Do not follow me to my car. I do not want you. Do not follow me to my car. Walk up the street. I do not want you. See? Oh, shit. This a whole lawsuit.
Exactly. Why you following me?
We're gonna make you the poster board. See, this is why I say the shit that I be saying. This is why I be talking to you hookhead ass bitches, man, because y'all bitches is weird, man. Hey,
This
man, we
bitch,
gone,
her
man.
ass whooped.
Man, why is you following me, though? Bitch, you pandering. I don't want nothing. I'm cool. I don't want you. The homegirl's gonna rush your ass, man. Walk up. Move. Thank you. Why is you... Move, bitch. Move.
I don't know if y'all heard what she hollered out.
I heard it and I want to smack the hell out of her.
This bitch
It's bitches
hollered
like that that
rape,
cause itches. But
rape.
talking about rape black man. I want to whoop her. Oh, yeah. Somebody give me a drink. Somebody pass me a drink or
A
something.
motherfucker holler rape on me, and I know I ain't touched him. There may be an assault. It may be a physical assault. Not nothing to their areas.
Did.
But they might get whopped in they shit. Because what I'm gonna think of in that moment is, what the fuck did you just say? You playing with my life.
Yeah, you really are. They use that word so loosely, and it's the same thing of the fact of the matter of it is you use it loosely, so you know if a cop that comes and sees a white woman and a black guy, they're gonna believe that white woman quicker than they will believe that black guy and throw him under the jail, and he will lose his
Man,
life forever. And
man.
so many of our black men have had to go through this that never did anything, never touched anything, and then all of these people that's being exonerated currently of all the things that has been going on. Like, really?
There's somebody. I think I just heard a flash from
Somebody just hung up the phone.
somebody just hung up. Man,
Yeah.
if you we ain't even said what the phone number is tonight. If you want to call in tonight and give your opinion or
On the
whatever,
bottom.
605-313-5391, and then you just dial the access code 5880711 in the pound.
And pound
In the
after that.
pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just wait for a
And you can
prompt.
talk to us
Sorry.
live. Yeah. This
Yeah, because we got so many now that so many black men that are being exonerated after being in jail for 10 to 15 years or longer for a rape that they never committed, and the white woman's like, well, the mistaken identity or lying, like the young man that went to jail for rape, that lost his scholarship, lost his chance of being a professional football player because she lied. Because because they were of age, and her daddy said he didn't want her to be with a black man, and she lied and said he raped her. He ain't touched her now, but it was all consensual. And I want to whoop her ass. I've been wanting to whoop so many of them. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm usually not the violent person. I'm usually the lover and not the fighter. But when you talk about black men and you're dealing with black men and they get their freedom taken away, because you hollered a 4-letter word, and you got so many women that have been actually raped, and they don't believe them. Because so many times people have cried wolf. Like they say, that's that word that when you cry wolf, nobody believes you. Little boy that cried wolf.
I believe
And
those
then
that
when you
cry
ask,
wolf should be eaten by a wolf. You should know what it's like to be. Yeah. Come on, read these comments right quick. Cause I'm trying to, I'm about to really go so hard on this. I'll fuck around and get us blocked and banned on fucking YouTube or something.
and like Didi said, these niggas be zesty. Money is evil. Didi said, no fucking way. And we blinking about that. Kanisha says, I'm headed to the kitchen. I've been so she said, she said Kim Queen says, where them dudes at? I can help. LOL. Queen says, he said, hook head ass bitch. Laugh out loud. D says she need her head knocked off. And Queen says, just mesh her in her face. I'll do it. Me too. Didi says, of course, I know y'all seen Daddy's Little Girls ruin that man's whole basketball career. Correct. Exactly. And of course, Russ has put up our new YouTube page link in the
Listen,
chat. So make sure
do
you
me a
watch that.
favor. Go to that YouTube page and click that shit and share that shit.
Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Listen, there's some new shit. There's some new shit. So get this. It's gonna be both the shows. So
It's
when
beautiful.
I'm going crazy on Tuesday night and when I'm keeping it real cool on Thursdays. So both the shows gonna be on there. All right, we get into our next clip. Let's go ahead and get into it. We ain't playing around tonight.
I need a drink.
Wake up. Wake up. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You know what I could do to you?
We talk.
Talk about what? No. No. Are you serious?
How can I say this?
No, y'all perfect together. You got it. We got life together. I'm cool. Fuck that.
Did they say husband?
Yeah. So
You got another bitch in my bed?
yeah, that's crazy.
And your gun sit the. I'm surprised she ain't in an orange jumpsuit because I would have been inmate 3696 JKL.
That's crazy.
I would have been double. They would have had me on death row.
That is crazy. And
Yep. See, Queen, even Queen said it.
I ain't about to play with y'all tonight. We're going on to the next clip. Here we go.
Question I get asked by females is, why is it so hard for men to settle down and get married? Niggas fucked a lot of dudes' wives out here. That's why. A lot of dudes' girls got fucked, and that shit play on a nigga conscience. Like, especially when you did it numerous of times, it'll make you feel like, what makes me so special? What makes me exempt that it's not gonna happen to me? That's what play on dudes' conscience. Like, you the handsome janitor in the building, but you fucking homeboy wife that's making $100,000 a week, pushing birds, and you in his wife's mouth on a regular. He got the Porsche parked outside. You get on the train every day, but every chance you get, you knocking that pussy loose. That's what play on a nigga mental. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, not that, oh, he's scorned. He got cheated on before. A woman hurt him. That's why he's scared of marriage. No, he out here fucking a lot of niggas' wives. And that's what's playing on his mental. And dudes be getting lined up, robbed and all that shit. And the first thing they say is, homies lined that up. That was an inside job. It was an inside job, all right? A nigga pierced his armor and fucked his wife. Checkmate. That's why when he got caught lacking at the crib he thought nobody knew about, that shit came from his wife pillow talking. Dudes do not be battle testing these females. Oh, she pretty. She treat me like a king. I'm a wifer. No, you got a battle tester. Your little man that ain't getting no money, send matter. Your man from Queens, Brooklyn, he got the Porsche, he got the Benz. That's what she into. Send her anything that you think she attracted to, send it at her. See if she passed the test, see if she turned it down before you even could. Question I get.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask this question to the ladies, and I want y'all to be respectful to this question. I see the look on your face right now, but either from what being on this show, as long as you've been on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of shit play out on both sides, male and female, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about what he said, man, how can you trust women nowadays and they fucking around on their husbands?
It goes both ways.
No, I get it, but no, I'm talking. Think about what I'm saying. This is coming from a male's perspective, looking at the female side, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the male is starting to think, yo, I can't trust the black woman. Because that's where this is coming to. This is coming down to our pike, right? If the black man is like, I can't trust the woman, and let's think about it. Most of this is when we watched those kids earlier. That's where a lot of this development comes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got little girls now in kindergarten talking about some my pussy holes pink and my booty holes brown, and they in a line and they all can recite that shit, right? And if that is the mindset of the young ladies that are coming up, right? How what how do you counteract what he said if you look at it from that perspective? Now think about what I said. How do you counteract that if you look at it from that perspective? So if you're looking at this generation of women
Starting off from the kids, starting off when they were elementary,
and
like this up until now,
and even like
up until when they get with
an
him.
average 20-year-old right now didn't grow up on what we grew up on.
Hell
You
no.
understand what I'm saying? The average 30-year-old didn't grow up on what we grew up on. So when we look at that and we say, well, damn, this is the progression of
Yeah, it's
the sickness.
always the thing. The key core thing of it is you have to train them at home. You have to train them to know how to know what's what, what's not what. Yes, I know it's sometimes harder to say that because your children are more 8 hours with the teachers than they are with you. That's why you have to get them early. You have to get them at that core. You got to start them at 2, 3 years old because they have to have that value, that core value.
Because we saw what that teacher was teaching the kids.
And I don't know what
You
the
feel
hell
what I'm
she
saying? You see how all this sort of cycles into each other? Like,
Yeah, because my
because that's a
niece,
grown adult
we
teaching
see
that to the young kids.
right. We homeschool her. We had to homeschool her up until second grade because of so many things of you got children out here that's doing this, doing that, and it's scary. You don't know what to do. And thank God we could homeschool her because who would have known, like she say, and she learned some stuff from school. And I'd be like, where you get that from? The little girl at school. Well, let me tell you something.
We ain't
That
doing
ain't
that
how
around.
we roll.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That ain't how we
but
roll. You got to
this is the
train them
sad thing,
early.
though.
It's sad
This is the
because
sad
this
thing
group
about what you
now.
just said. The average person nowadays
Mhm.
has the mentality of the child that's spewing that craziness
They're human
because the
tape
child is
recorders
picking that shit up at
from the
home.
adults or outside. It
Listen,
depends on where they are.
but listen,
Some of them is at home,
listen
some
what
of
I'm
them is
saying
other
though.
places.
At that age, at 5, 6
Yeah.
years old, right? Everything that child is absorbing is coming from you, whether it's coming from you or not. You ask me, what do I mean by that?
Mm-mm.
If I got my kid on the block every day, I'm the one exposing that kid to the block.
Yep.
So when we leave the block and come home, that kid is most familiar with me. They might know Ray
Boy,
Ray and Shan Shan and TT. They might know everybody on the fucking block. Like that little kid that we watched that was rapping earlier.
he was learning from his
He's
surroundings.
learning from the niggas that's older than him. Because guess what? When we were kids, the older niggas kept us in line. Difference with gang banging when I was a young nigga and what these young niggas see now. Well, guess what? It was a thing like if you didn't go to school, niggas would throw your ass in the fucking garbage can.
Yep.
Not no little bitty garbage can. The
The
shit the
dumpsters.
dumpster. And to be like, why is you out here on the block? Even if they were on the block.
Yeah.
That was the difference maker. Think about that. When we were younger, we had people that say, yo, you a kid, go home.
Right.
Get out of here. You don't need to be in this situation. Now we're in a
Yep.
day where
They pull them out there.
They take them out there with them, and then they record them. Like if y'all missed the show earlier, it was a young kid. He was
About 8.
about. I don't even think he was about that. He might have been about 8, but he was
Mm.
outside rapping, and he had a music video. And this nigga, what was he talking about? Fuck this and kid,
Put my dick
my
and this, and
dick.
he
Put
was
this in a, and I'm like, yo, this nigga's
mouth and
8
he
years
ain't old enough to
old.
even. He ain't even got no fuzz around his little miniature booty balls.
And listen,
they ain't even dropped.
If you got kids right now, and they are of a young age, I can't tell you how to raise your kid, but what I can do is give you some advice.
Right.
Be a little bit more conscientious of what you do around them and what you do in your personal time.
Right.
Because when I was a shorty, if I walked in a room and let's say they was drinking, I was automatically told to leave the room.
Right.
If I was watching a movie and a sex scene popped up, I was told to leave the room, or because it was a movie night and we had covers, to put my head up under the cover. Not to watch. The first time I read something, like we got subtitles on movies, the first time I recognized that I ever cussed was because I was trying to read a subtitle and they laughed at me because I was like, "Fook." The word was "fuck," but I'm "fook," and I couldn't pronounce the shit, and I'm trying to read. They encouraging me trying to read, but they know that I ain't
Certain
never
words,
seen this
no.
word before. They all in that motherfucker laughing at me as a child because I'm a child. They not encouraging me. They're like, "Boy, that's fuck." That's what we doing now. And if you got a young girl at the crib, guess what? You better teach her not to fall for the nigga that's rapping like that at 8 years old. Because if he's talking about suck my dick and bitch this, and what is he going to do by the time he's 16?
Yep.
How he going to be treating your girl by the time he's 16, 17, 18 years old? And then what he going to do the first time he get his, which happens to all of us, what he going to do the first time he get his feelings hurt in a relationship? Because that's the same nigga that you'll encourage to do some shit on the street. But what happens if he snaps out on her and fucks her up one night and then he got to go to jail for her? Then you're gonna be on TV talking about, well, this is my baby, and he just had a bad moment. Well, it started with him starting with those videos at 8 years old, saying, "Bitch, I want to get my dick sucked and fuck that." And, well, guess what? It was a grown or older motherfucker that was recording his ass.
Yep.
Because there wasn't no cheap ass fucking video.
Nope.
Because the only other scenario that I can see is those kids were around where they stole somebody else's shit to record the shit. But that's even a worse scenario. Either we got adults recording this motherfucker doing this shit, or we got some more kids. So where in that scenario does this look good at all? I just want to know.
It doesn't look good at all.
Man,
It's not good whatsoever.
So if you tie that back to what my man was saying, he was a street nigga, but he was like, yo, if it's to the point, because he was a young nigga. That's how I look at him. He a young nigga. To me, he's saying, yo, if I can hit a chick and she married to a nigga, where does my respect begin for them? That's a serious ass question. The way it was delivered might be fucked up, but that's a serious ass question. Can I trust you?
You wonder. You really wonder. Are you trustable?
Listen, relationships are so fucked up that the more fucked up that they are, the more normal that we think that shit is. You got niggas out here be like, my old lady, man, she go crazy, man. Shit happen, go crazy. She'll fuck some shit up. And man, we fought all fucking night. And they bragging about that shit. Nigga, that ain't nothing to be cool about. Like, I think about that shit now. Like, can I argue? I can argue with the best motherfuckers. Either you know that to be the truth. I can argue with the best of motherfuckers, but do I want to argue with a motherfucker that do I want to
Nope.
go to blows with the one I'm laying in the bed with?
Hell no. Because the very one you lay your head down with is the very one that cooks for you and the very one that could kill you instantly, just like that. That's why they say sleeping with the enemy. Yeah, you got to be careful.
Man, it ain't sleeping with the enemy. Nigga, the enemy, listen, I hate to say it this way. If it gets to that point, the enemy is not the other person. The enemy is you. You are the enemy against yourself.
Yeah.
If you listen, I ain't talking about going through something in a relationship. I ain't saying that a relationship ain't gonna have no ups and no downs. I ain't saying there ain't gonna never be no arguments. Ain't gonna never be no. But guess what? At some point, you separate the arguments and start looking at the person that you fucking with. You start looking at how does this affect me overall? That's when you start looking at the relationship as opposed to being in the relationship. Because once you start looking at the relationship, things start to change a little bit. Is it, listen, people don't think that you can love someone and leave them at the same fucking time. If you ask most victims of abuse, they love the motherfucker that was whooping their ass. But when did, at some point you got to choose you over the ass whooping and over the love. You got to make a decision.
Yeah.
Some shit is verbal. Some shit is mental. Some shit is physical. But at some point, you got to start asking yourself, is this normal? Is this normal? Should I be going through this? Is this normal? If not, then guess what? At least be honest with yourself about that and say, well, I want to deal with this irregular thing in this relationship, or I want peace.
Right.
Because there's a difference between the fucking and the peace. Fucking feels good. I'll never tell you. I'll never tell you nothing different. Fucking feels amazing. Especially if you're fucking somebody that knows how to fuck you. But that don't mean they know how to love you. That doesn't mean that that person knows when enough is enough. And who determines when enough is enough? You do. Can't nobody determine when enough is enough for you. And if you've been living your life and getting tired of somebody else's bullshit, you need to get tired of your bullshit. Real shit, you really do. If it falls down to you listen, I always say this in every scenario. Yes, we all get into relationships that are bad. We all get into some shit that we didn't, especially the older we get, we recognize we all been through some shit that didn't work out, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have to take responsibility and say, well, guess what? I decided to fuck with that person. Take the responsibility for the hurt, take responsibility for the pain, take responsibility for the bad relationship, and say, yo, I
Mhm.
participated in that shit because I chose them. Didn't nobody just wake up, knock on your door, and say, yo, you my bitch now. It's time to give me that pussy. You didn't go to no nigga's door and say, guess what, nigga? I like you. Give me the dick. It don't go down that way.
Yeah.
Especially now in this day and time, because shit, you don't know who like who. You don't even know if what you likes the same thing that you like. They
So
they
true.
they might like the same shit you like. You might be looking at them and they looking at the same shit that looks like them. And may never fucking tell you. So
Hmm.
guess what? It take responsibility with who you fucking with. If you don't do nothing else tonight, listen to what I'm telling you.
Mhm.
For every
I'm
bad
listening.
relationship that you've been through, no matter how bad it was, at least take the responsibility to say, I gave them the dick of the pussy. And I gave it to them more than once. Because in these type of situations that I'm speaking about, this is some shit that we've done repetitively.
Mhm.
We get used to it. I keep saying, quit fucking the same person with a different face. And people be like, what does that mean? You are so programmed to like what you like. We all are. To the point that you got to figure out if what you like is good for you.
Mhm.
Just because I like, guess what? Just because I like watermelon, and I do, I love watermelon. But when I eat watermelon, my throat gets itchy because I believe I have an allergy to a watermelon. But I like
Ragweed. The ragweed.
but I like watermelon so much. Fuck.
Mhm. I'm allergic to pineapple and cantaloupe like that. I love them both, but the ragweed
So
in it
so
causes
we,
that.
we make we make the we make the responsible decision to say, that watermelon look good. I know if I eat that shit, 30 minutes, my throat gonna be itching. I know it. But we eat it. Well, guess what? That's the same thing when it comes down to a relationship.
Yep, I take an allergy medicine for a preventive.
You better, especially if you know that you are have you allergy prone. If you know that already, then guess what? It's a little different if you're taking some Sudafed and some shit to make you straight for later. But if you just go ahead and
Mm,
fuck with it and don't take nothing for it,
mm.
think about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get a headache, what you do? What do you do
Mhm.
when you get a headache?
I take Tylenol
You take
or lay my ass
you
down.
take Tylenol or you get the fuck away and relax a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You don't get a headache and be like, you
Yep.
know what? I feel like going to get into a fight because I got a headache right now. That defies logic.
Mm,
The body will tell you to sit the fuck down.
Yep.
I've had my body tell me to do shit when I wanted to do the opposite. My body be like, no, yeah, you want to go out tonight, but no, nigga, you tired. You need to sit the fuck down. And guess what I did?
Mhm.
The nights that I went out and defied what my body told me and listened to logic, I paid for it the next day. Might have paid for it 2 days later. Come on, read these comments
Yep.
right quick. Let's get on up out of here.
Okay. Queen says yellow tape. Inmate 5456317. Kanisha says, I felt that in my soul. You know what I can do to you. I felt that too. She says, if you got to put me through a test, leave me alone. Queen says, not sack chasing, that don't phase me. Got my own bag. She says, teach self respect and morals. Not everything is cute for children to say, to do, or say. That is true. Kanisha said, you cannot help plant the seeds of deception and then hide your hands. If you want loyalty, then be the person. You sleeping with a known married person, and when it no longer suits you, NASA, We got a problem. No, sir, you can't have it both ways. Queen's replying to Kanisha says, right, don't put that on us. He is the problem and people like him. John says, show so good I had to grab milk and cookies. I'm done with you, John.
My
Queen
God.
says, stay in. It's the inside thing. Queen says, stay in a child's place and get out of grown folks' business. Kanisha said, your respect began by respecting her marriage, even if she don't. Queen says, Mama said they can't beat me and screw me too.
Time
So
out, time out,
true.
time out. Pause right there.
They can't
Pause
beat
right, pause
me
right
and
there.
screw me.
Pause right there. Pause right there.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get past something and I can't in my head. You said that was a private conversation. What John, what you over there talking about with the milk and cookies?
Yes, I said that was an inside
Yeah, what
joke.
is you inside on it with the milk and cookies, John? Are you
Okay. Anyways, Kanisha says the enemy. Kanisha
Oh,
says
she
the
want to get
enemy
off
against.
that shit to give the milk and cookies. I feel you, John, my nigga. Get them milk and cookies. Go ahead, finish the
Let her
comments.
Russell.
Milk and cookies. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Mama.
That is for the milk and cookies. Go ahead, finish the comments.
Ah! Kanisha, like we're gonna go back to what Queen says. Mama said they can't beat me and screw me too. I'm repeating that again. Kanisha says the enemy against your peace, etc. 100. Queen says BS, but I love me more. John says, right, Russ. He was agreeing with you. But John says, but it's not normal. Everyone grows through stuff. We all have ups and downs. It all depends on if the good outweigh the bad. If you really love that person, because you can't help who you love, which is true. Kanisha says, I had those conversations with myself. You got to have the ability to self reflect and take responsibility for your own part.
You know what?
Yes.
In my life, I've always worked like from 9 to 5. Within that time period, even when I worked at the school with the other job, I knew I didn't really have to deal with nothing until about 8:30, 9 o'clock, right? And then I was working at the crib. I have
Mhm.
such a different respect because you make your money how you make your money, but I have a different respect for niggas that got to get up at 5:30 to be at work at
Bruh.
7 and get off at 3. Cause that shit has changed my life, G. I be coming home. The only days I be up late, I always it's certain shows I watch all the time, and that's wrestling.
Wrestling is one of them.
Everybody knows it's wrestling. Listen, G, I'm so far behind on my wrestling shit. It's a pay-per-view this week. Me and my guy Lawrence gonna watch this shit. And
Wait a minute. Did you say you far behind on your wrestling?
listen, G, I am so fucking far behind on shit. Listen, I come home, I get off at 3:30, so I get home around 4, sometimes
Mm.
4:15, right? I
Mhm.
sit up and say, all right, I'm about to sit back on the couch and watch a little TV. Nigga, by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I be knocked the fuck out. And then what pisses me off, I wake up like at 2 o'clock in the morning. Then I be like, what the fuck am I gonna do at 2 o'clock in the morning? I get up and I cut the TV on and try to get myself to go back to sleep. Then I'm fucked up. Then I fuck around and go back to sleep, and then I gotta get back up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Girl, you don't understand. My sleep has been so off for the past month. I can't even explain it. Can I get some help? Can you tell me? Can you give me some advice? Can you tell? I done took
For
vitamins.
th- for those of y'all that don't know, Russell is a fanatic. And for that joker to be up watching TV and wanting to watch wrestling and being behind, it is no wonder it's been snowing
Gee,
in Chicago this
gee, let
early.
me tell you. No,
But
no, let me tell you what's bad. If I do stay up and the show comes on, this is the craziest part about it all.
I should have known.
By the second match, I'm sitting there trying to watch it. And I think I would watch it if it was straight through, but by the time that commercial come on,
You out like a G.
Oh man, I'd be fucked up. Gee, I'd be at work. The only thing is, it's good. I can watch it at work the next day. But even that ain't. Yeah, it's a different kind of story. Yeah.
Kanisha said magnesium, but what it is with him, Kanisha, his schedule has changed, which throws him off. Russ Ash needs to learn how
And I
to go to
still got the
bed when he's
Sunday
supposed to go
thing,
to
which is a
bed.
different schedule, different time. Oh man, gee.
See, that's what his black ass don't know how to schedule things properly, and that's what's causing him to have the issues. He be trying to hang late, knowing good daggone well he need to be in the bed early because he got to get up early. So
Oh.
we're not finna help him.
No, G. I'm gonna tell you because you've been asking me what happened to me last week, and I'm gonna tell you once we get off the air. Then I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Yo, I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Much love. Appreciate my guy, Big John. John, I really rock with you, G. You've been rocking with us for about a good month or so.
About a couple of weeks.
No, it's been about a month, G. It's been a good G. I'm trying to tell you, it's been about a month. This is about the 4th show, John. I'm not lying, G. Because last week, listen, pay attention. Watch this. He was watching for like 2 weeks previously to last week, right? Yeah, John keep up with everything. John, a good guy.
I know how long John's been here because I brought John.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, John. No, I ain't lying. John, it's been about a month, ain't it? Just say yes so I can shut her up before the end of the night. Yes, it's been about a month. Yes, it has been. Yeah, because
Kanisha said you need some good old fashioned blackberry cobbler. Holla
oh
at
no,
your
you
girl.
know what I need some good peach cobbler. I ain't had no really good just.
Psst.
Oh my god! Listen, y'all.
Psst. Russell, you missing it.
No, I'm talking about some really good. Oh, you know what?
You missing the type of cobbler that she's referring to.
I already know what kind of cop. Kanisha is a devil. We're gonna pray about Kanisha before the night's over with. While you over there,
She's a little
while you over
angel.
there, and while you showing John, you put it down. Put those down. Put those down. Yo, we hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight.
See,
You're
you
showing
just taking
John too
all
much.
out of
Bing bang, boom, yada bang. Yo,
y'all see what I did with? You gotta love them. But I love y'all. We thank y'all for coming out and supporting us, and I love y'all. I missed y'all though.
yeah, it is.
I did. I missed y'all last week.
She getting deep. Y'all know we define.